How you guys doing? It is I, Greg. Ashley's sleeping. She's got to work tonight, so normally she'd be here, but today she's taking it easy. She's got to work a late shift, so she won't be here, you guys. Um, just gonna say hello. Hope everyone is doing well. Hope all of you are doing good. It's been a fun week. So I did get more hobby and stuff done than I thought I would. Um, so, anyways, like I said, pretty good so far for the week, and there we go. Just in that. Hopefully, it's going where it needs to go. There. Bear with me just a second so I can check and see if it is going to where I want it to. Yep, there we go. It is. Last time it didn't go to the group, so this time it's going to the group. So good to go. There we go. And it should be going to YouTube just fine. Oh, cool. Clint says hi. So yeah, it's been a fun day. We started the day out with work like normal, which sucks for a Sunday. But me and Clint took some RC cars, some RC trucks, so we took those out. Took a walk on a trail in the heat and had some fun, like kids playing with some RC cars. So we got some more podcasts done, which is good, and those are going to be going up through the week. It kind of kills two birds with one stone. So on the way out there, we did some of our podcasts, and yeah, got quite a bit accomplished. Most of my Team Yankee Army that I was working on and had to stop, I pretty much got all that done. Got just one sprue left here. And if you guys can see, I am painting them on the sprue. Doesn't show up so well on this camera. Painting as much as I can on the sprue anyways. It's a lot easier on those 15 millimeter miniatures for me to hold the sprue and turn it. And then when I'm done, I can take it off and, put them where they got to go. So everything's working out pretty well. Here's the final look on my German artillery piece there. Let's see if we can get this to focus. This camera. Sometimes it focuses real well. Sometimes it don't. So yeah. It looks way better than the camera focusing there. And then I've got starting to get the bases on them done. So it's probably be easier to do this as opposed to trying to show them all off the other way. So let me see here for a moment and I'll switch over. Should do it there. There we go. Okay, so you can see all these in here I've been working on. So here's a better look. Oops. I think it came up pretty good with the shells. I glued those down. So kind of just I think I'm gonna kind of leave it this way. I don't know if I'm gonna do too much else to it because it's looking pretty good the way it is. And then these guys came out pretty good. Got some brass colored stuff there. Paint, not stuff. And working on the little guys as best I can. Some of these, the sprue, you'll be able to see them now. So the sprue, it's a lot easier to do them there, for me anyways, and paint the slings and all that stuff, as opposed to trying to take them off, work around them. Oh, hello, T-Baggins. How are you? Haven't seen you for a little bit. Hope you're doing good. Hope you're doing fun or doing fine. It may not be so much fun. There's Ashley's not here to, throw out the crazy stuff like we normally do, but she's got to work tonight, so she's crashed out. And just pretty much finishing up my army. It's pretty much all getting all done. When these guys are done tonight, later on, I'll finish painting them, and then I got the bases. But then it's done. So, well, hello, Taylor. How are you, Taylor? Oh yeah, if you've been busy, that's okay, T Baggins. It's always nice to have you around, but hey, you gotta take care of family first. Family first for sure. And work, yeah, work's gonna take up quite a bit of time too. So get all my junk out of the way. But that's where these are at, you guys. They're coming along. These little guys here are going to do the slings. Then they're going to go on here, like this set that I already did. But it's easier to paint the stuff. I mean, sometimes, like when it's just one character, you can turn the base piece around. But other times, it's a little hard. I'm glad to hear you're doing good, Taylor. Glad to hear that, sir. Because some days are not so much fun as others, to be honest with you. So, and then some of these Space Marines, I'm redoing them because they were older, kind of dingier. So they come out darker when you use that Citadel shade, but it cleans them up real nice. Put some decals. I did get some more decals. I want to show you something. Let's see here. Everyone in Warhammer talks about heresy, right? See this? I ordered some extra decals because I needed more of these because the Indominus box did not come with any. Well, I mean, not enough. It didn't come with enough. So this is what shocked me. They cut the box. The person that shipped it cut the box. Honestly, the box is so nice looking. I feel guilty cutting it. I still have it. I have the book sitting inside of it too. So I would have been like, oh no. But yeah. So that's an update there. These little guys are painted green. You saw a blank white. What was I pointing at, Taylor or T Baggins? This. Somebody cut the box to ship the decals. Like cut the Indominus box, which I don't think I could have cut my Indominus box. It's just too nice. It's like sitting on the shelf. So I was shocked. I mean, I had to get more decals because the set will come with all this, but you're only picking one faction and there's not enough. Like you're short on some of this stuff. So there's not enough there for it. And then I needed extras anyways. And I thought, well, for $4, I could just order some more. Oh yeah, Clinton, hold on a second. I'll put the link in there. All right. If anybody else wants to, you can use the link to there. It's coming there, Clint. If you can't use it, I can email it to you. Do you need me to email it? I think that's what I had to do the last time there for you. So I'll email it for you. Check your Google email and you should be good to go. There it is. It's on its way. All right. So I'll get off of here for a second or two then, but that's what I was doing. And I wanted to finish these before I got to the other miniatures that, the acrylic ones I showed you guys. And so that's what I'm doing. So tonight I should have these finished painted. I'll take them off, get them all glued, and then my armies will be set. But I think they look pretty good the way they are. And one thing is, these ones I had to paint where they're like sitting down, they don't set in the trucks real well. So I don't know, I have to figure something out with that. But it is what it is. Let me switch this camera back. Hold on a second here. There we go. So I'll switch that back. Clint, you've got your link I sent you. And there we go, guys. Hopefully you've all had a productive week. Some of the other channels I follow, looks like quite a few people have had some productive. And here's Clint.
Maybe.
Clint.
There we go. Boy, it's acting up, just so you know.
Oh, well, are you doing it through your phone then? Mobile?
Well, yeah, because I'm actually mobile at the moment, but it was before it wasn't letting me in, so you have to send me the link. So.
Well, it's okay. It looks good so far. I guess if I lose you, I lose you.
Yeah, well, you'll probably lose me anyway because I'm traveling, so.
You're traveling again?
Somebody needed food right in the middle of the broadcast.
But you're not on your jet. Don't you normally have your jet?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought normally you just jet set it around.
I don't know.
Different parts of the country looking for, gaming conventions, that kind of thing.
What are you talking about? I don't have a jet.
Oh. Well, I guess you're not jet setting around then, because it requires a jet, Clint.
I don't own a Lear.
Yeah, that's okay. Oh, he froze. Oh, no. Clint, you froze. Yeah, that's the only problem with this service. Works great. I noticed Restream and all of them will work good, but when you try to do it mobilely, it's kind of a problem. It's better off if it's a solid connection. And he's trying it again, so here we go.
I didn't stop it in the first place.
There you go, Clint.
Unfortunately, with me traveling, it's going to probably cut the internet in and out because this felt junk.
Yeah, well, it is internet. Internet is a little picky, depending on how close you are to a cell tower there.
Yeah.
But we had fun today, didn't we? Doing the RC
Yeah, that
stuff.
was a lot of fun.
Talked about that a little bit, so we went out.
We got a couple of commutes done, did some trail crawling. I got some stuff to post on the RC pages.
There you go. Send some in the group there, Clint.
Yeah, when I figure out what I'm doing, yeah, for sure. I had some audio issues on the one video we shot where you were coming down the one. Bless you again. Jeez, Teddy. When you were coming down the one little rock thing, the audio on the phone cut out. It got real weird. The video was great, but the audio cut out, which was surprising.
That's weird that the video didn't falter, but the audio did.
Yeah, I don't know why it would have. It's not like it needed to connect to anything. It was just the camera on the phone. But
it's because that's what you were trying to do. You were trying to record some. I got some recordings of your truck there going over some pretty good stuff. So, yep. It was fun to get out of the house, and I don't really care for working Sundays, you guys. I mean, it doesn't have to be a Sunday that I have off. I just, don't like Sundays. It tends to be problems in our line of work.
One of our longest days for a short day, because you don't get rid of the one system stays on the whole time, and they're not nice to start with. So,
yeah.
But it does seem like we always have issues with delivery on Sunday.
Yeah, it seems to be the case. I don't know. Sometimes when you're at work, you're just like, don't want to be here. Certain days.
Yeah.
So it was a good after work break, and
Yeah.
I'll get some of those podcasts up too. I'll scatter them out
that'll
every
be
few
cool.
days.
Good.
And that'll work.
Good on topic podcasts.
Yeah, we stayed on topic, man. So, which is kind of rare for us. Sometimes we bounce a bit, but on the podcast we don't. So, you guys can feel free to listen to those if you ever want to. I guess I could start broadcasting them back to YouTube. I did that for a while, and then I took all those down when we took down when I did all that.
Yeah, that might not be a bad idea. Maybe just do a few and see, you know.
Yeah, because they can listen. People can listen while they're painting.
I mean, it's not a bad idea. Yeah, for sure.
Oh, T-Baggins, I didn't.
We had a couple.
Oops, sorry, Clint. The decals were
No, you're fine.
Space Marine decals for different factions, for the Blood Angels or the Space Wolves or the Ultramarines. It was just a decal sheet. But like I said, I was shocked that they cut it out of an Indominus box. But
yeah,
I guess I couldn't cut the box, Clint. I don't know what's wrong with me. But, I mean,
I don't know.
Don't need it
it's
really,
a nice,
but
heavy-duty box.
yeah, it's
I
nice.
mean, GW's boxes aren't junk for sure.
No, nope, they're not junk. That's for sure. Absolutely. So, in the book that came with it was really, really impressive, and the army that I got was impressive. So I'm good with the Indominus box. The new kill team, yeah, we're gonna have to wait and see. That's what everybody's talking about. So, and I think I lost you again there, Clint. Yeah, you guys, he's gonna bounce in and out there for a little bit. Oh, there goes the signal completely now. So, anybody else get anything done this week? Do you have any fun with your hobbies, whether it's video gaming or card playing, or if you had some fun? Let us know in the chat there. Oh, pardon me. That is my dog, of course, barking because I'm doing a podcast. But that's because I have people coming in through the back door of the house there and not through the front. So T-Baggins, explain that. What do you mean you're unsure about wanting to continue the hobby? Do you mean the dog scared your cat? Cool. Then the dog did his job. Yeah, she was sitting right here next to me. Generally, she's quiet. She doesn't say anything, but my son and some of his friends come in, and I just said use the back door so it doesn't interfere with this. But yeah, so you were writing some side stuff for it. Is it because of all that stuff with GW and their thing with the IP address and cutting down all the fan fiction stuff? Because I know a lot of people are upset about that there. And sometimes with the hobby, any hobby, you just need to take a break. Or you get overwhelmed or you get behind. And sometimes for me, it doesn't seem like it, but like, I love doing this show. I like to be able to talk to you guys. So this is a fun one. Sometimes, keeping up with Instagram and Facebook page and, some of these others are getting podcasts. Then it requires time, and sometimes it's hard to get all that done, especially when you're working. So sometimes the hobby is, you're like, oh, I love this, but, where do I find the time for it, or that kind of thing. But if you had some good stories there, like fan fiction, I don't blame you for being a little bummed out there. Which is too bad, because if it was me, I can't speak for them other than they're protecting their intellectual property, I guess. But for me, if it was my company, Why not let the fans have fun, right? All it's doing is it's promoting your company. So it's not harming the company. I mean, if people were duplicating, copywriting, their stuff and making money, that's one thing. And someone did bring that up. So a lot of the YouTube channels had a lot of subscribers and were making killing off that. And that might be some of it, I'm sure. But still, it's a promotion of the company. When you've got your fans out there promoting it for you. Some of the stories I saw were pretty cool. Some of the mini movies. Yeah, so you wanted to be serious about that. I don't blame you there. I've talked to quite a few people who have started their own faction. Well, I mean, the book tells you can do what you want with the Space Marines. Basically, I mean, here's your basic rules. You can do this, but you can go ahead and make up your own faction. And of course, people draw their own backgrounds for that. So, yeah, it's kind of a pain. And Taylor, yeah, some people are not able to play. You're correct, depending on where you're at. Oops, wait a minute, get that off there. Depending on where you're at and what's going on, it is hard for people to get together and game. And so, writing the fiction or stories, that's yeah, you're right about that, T Baggins. That's what I was just saying. In the book, it tells you to have fun. Here's your basic rules, or add what you'd like. You can make whatever factions you want with the Space Marines. Part of it, some people were speculating. Now, I'm like not an expert on it, but I'm just going off what some people were saying that their channels were making tens of thousands of dollars a month, and maybe the company was upset about that. I don't know. I mean, for me, it would be promoting my company, and their sales were already through the roof. And the more that things are restrictive or hard to come by, the more sales they're going to make because people want to do something at home. And let's face it, I've learned one thing doing hobby stuff. Because some people think we're, quote, brand new to it. No, I've been doing hobbies for years. Brand new to Warhammer the last 2 years or so, yes. The other part of the hobby, no. But the one thing with the hobbying part that I've found is you spend literally more time talking about it and painting than you do gaming. So because a lot of us want to paint our stuff so when we field it, it looks cool, So in a restricted environment, if you're not able to do much or go anywhere, you've got the painting aspect is what I'm getting at. So people order them. You've seen videos. Look what I got in the mail today. They got $300 worth of GW stuff they bought. Yeah, it's so let's see here, T Baggins. All right, Clint, if you want to, Clint says he'll jump back in once he gets home. If you want to, Clint, sure, go ahead. Yeah, T Baggins, I mean, it is a bummer. A lot of people they're just not happy with it. I wouldn't let it deter you from the hobby if you enjoyed it. I mean, if you're writing stuff you enjoy, that's the drawback is I don't know, the legalities. You can't really put it out there and share it or whatever. But it kind of is what it is. I mean, I haven't just invested time and money. I've invested myself into some of the miniatures, and I'm going to go ahead and continue to game, I think. But I see definitely where it has bummed out quite a few people. I've seen that. All I can say is don't let it kill. If you really like hobby, don't let it kill that in general. Companies are companies. Some things they want to protect themselves on. in some of this, who knows, probably advice from lawyers or whatever. And, they've got quite a bit of money at stake now. But they should remember the reason they have that much money at stake is that there were people like you and me and the others at home buying their stuff. You know what I mean? Because you could just as easily spend that money on something else, board games or anything else that comes as a set. Because Warhammer is one of those things when you buy, you just can't stop. It is plastic crack. You're going to buy something else, you're going to add, and then you're going to add another faction. And of course, for that, you're going to add. And when you do that, you're going to buy paints. And so they're making money everywhere. You got a core rule book, and then you got a codex. So there's a lot of money to be made. And that's probably what they're trying to do, is make sure they protect it. But yeah, a lot of people are kind of bummed. Well, hello, Kaiser. How are you, sir? Well, T-Baggins, I mean, I would. Yeah, but see, the thing is if you enjoy, it doesn't matter. Just say here's my line of thought. Let me see if I can phrase this correctly. So they make a product that people like playing. So you're not just basically supporting corporate duckheads. I mean, somebody has to make the product, right? So no matter what company you buy from, you're supporting that company. Doesn't matter what miniatures company. And there's a lot of miniatures company out there. There's a lot of them that make some really cool miniatures too. So it kind of boils down to, do you still want a game or not? So for me and Ashley, sure, we're still going to game. We got a gaming community, and because we do other games, it hasn't impacted us, I guess, to the degree that's impacted maybe some of the others. Because I've talked to quite a few people whose sole thing is only Warhammer. There is nothing else, and that's cool. I'm not knocking that, but it is going to impact them a little bit more than it would be if you're branched into others. So for me, I enjoy Warhammer. I enjoy playing Kill Team, although Ashley beats me, especially with her bondage to Kari in Kill Team. Don't play against them in Kill Team. They move too far. And it's I just want to have fun. I know, and I understand being bummed out about that, T-Baggins, but don't let it knock you out of the hobby. Look, there's a lot of cool people out there to meet too. And while we do this show, this is not the only place we meet people. We got several other platforms where we're talking with people too, and it's fun. And oh, okay, Kaiser. I will definitely check the email for that. And I'll be there Tuesday. Ashley said something about a $50 fee in USD. What is that? We have to pay to be on the show now? So you guys will be on with Modeling for Advantage there Tuesday. If you want to check out their show. It's a good show. I try to check it as much as I can. Lately, my work keeps me from being when they do it live, because I'll be honest with you, Kaiser, I watch a lot of your guys' stuff. Well, it's not live, not by choice, but it's too hard to try to watch live shows while I'm working. I've tried it, even for some of the other guys like Miller's and, the rest of you guys, I try to. Oh, it's for the photos. That's the only fan. Okay, I got you. So, yeah, Modeling for Advantage, they're good guys. I think I started following you guys back when you had about 100 people. I liked your stuff right off the bat. So they have cool things. You guys check them out if you've never heard of them and you're watching this on Facebook later. Check out Modeling for Advantage. They're good. Taylor, he's got a channel too. Matter of fact, any of the channels we have, I encourage you to check them all out, because we're all gamers, wanting to have fun and meet other people. And getting back to that, T-Baggins, don't let it knock you out of the hobby. I mean, where else can you harass somebody like me about wood? And then an entire group of 40 people think it's funny. See what I mean? So let corporate do what corporate wants to do. And no matter what, you're going to be supporting some company, regardless of what you buy. If it's a video game or a board game or, you know what I mean, a washer or a toaster, you're supporting something somewhere. So I don't. I don't know about playing in the T-Baggins here said. T-Baggins here says he might continue playing there. Now, I don't have the opportunity, you guys, to go to a Games Workshop locally here. We have to drive. There's a small store, I think. Oh, Epiphany. I think it's like 4 or 6 hours from here. I think. It's a GW store, so I haven't had a chance to get to one locally. I'd like to, but just haven't had the chance there. But yeah, I don't know, T-Baggins. Again, don't let it knock you out. And for this week, I've been just going to town, finishing things up. And now I got a chance to do some more gaming and heading into my little journey into Flames of War. This set should be done tonight or tomorrow. It's taken me all this time. See, T-Baggins? I mean, it's taken me this long to do that set I showed you guys months ago. You know, because as I've had time, I've had to make time to paint and do this and do that and so on. But now I've gotten to where I can throw them out there and field them, and I'm going to learn because I'm not used to playing that game. So we're going to have some fun at it. And that's the whole point, is to just try to have some fun. But most definitely, stay, at least if nothing else, T-Baggins, hang out with these guys. They're all good. Everybody I've run across, I've not really run across anybody that I would say I don't like. I haven't yet. Now in video games I have. In the hobby end, I really haven't. Yeah, I'm sure there's some people here or there, but yeah, for the most part, man, I have just as much fun hanging out and talking to other gamers as I do gaming. My only regret is I still have to work for a living because it's that whole work thing. Other than that, I absolutely would like to do more gaming. And so Kaiser says, it is a great community, the YouTube crowd. Yeah, it is. It is a fun community. Now I have other social media platforms, and I've met some really cool people there. Instagram, I've got a lot of people that just say hi and stuff. And after a while, you get to know people, and see, that's the nice thing. It seems like no matter where I've gone, I've run across generally nice people like Kaiser here, really cool guy. Matter of fact, we got a chance to sit and talk one night, didn't we, Kaiser? Just chit-chatting. And so that, to me, is enjoyable. And meeting all you guys has been fun. It really has been. So whatever they do in the corporate world, they can do. It's not going to stop me from gaming. I'm already sucked into Warhammer, so it's done. You know, I'm getting a new Kill Team box like everybody else. We're a gaming community. We already play it between me and Ashley quite a bit, but so it's a continuation on. So I'll be doing that, not because so much of what you were saying, T-Baggins, but because I love the game. I enjoy the game. I don't always enjoy losing to Ashley's Death Guard. About one thing, the Space Marines are good, but man, they get pummeled sometimes. I've done better against Clint's Orcs, let's put it that way, than I have against her Death Guard. I generally just get it. Oh, the audio on the mic. Yeah, well, this is a podcast mic, and the other one would be because did you play Zombies then, T-Baggins? I think. So yeah, it's going to be a little different on a headset. I mean, these headsets too. The reason I like these Other than price wise, they were great. They're in the $30-$35 range. This cord changes out, and the other one will have a mic on it. So you can also use the mic, which works excellent. Yeah. So, yeah, if you played Zombies with Ashley, then you will hear Ashley's full force. She gets into the game. But she does exceptionally well, too. I mean, some people will get on there and have 2 or 3 revives. She has 70. So she's pretty hardcore about it. And she enjoys that. That's why she likes the Death Guard. They're zombie-ish, you know what I mean? Like they remind her of zombies and Resident Evil. And I think that's why she got them. The Dakari, I think she got just because there's a dark side to her. Maybe it's just me. I just have the plain old poster boy Space Marines. But I'm good because I play other games, so I don't necessarily need to get another faction. I enjoy the World War II gaming probably the most, and I like history stuff. So I plan on doing more historical things, if possible, as we go. Because it's just more fun and different line there. But woohoo! So yeah, it's been a productive week, very much so. And getting those other box of miniatures from WooFun Games was really cool. One, it was cool to be recognized and to get a box. And two, it gave me motivation to finish up my World War II Flames War Army, which, like I said, I aim to finish it tonight. So that way I got those out of the way, and I can go ahead and put the others together and then check out some of that for gaming there, because there's enough squads in there. I think I could figure out some gaming for that. And in the meantime, just try to enjoy what you can every day and be glad you get up every day. See, I talk to people who complain, at my work, and I'm like, hey, be glad you got up today to complain, right? We all have bad days. Sometimes it's just crap, but you just got to keep going. It's better than not having a day, for sure. So I'll have to game with you sometime, T-Baggins. I'll get on there and play Call of Duty or something with you. I'm not as good at her as the zombies, mainly because I just don't get a chance to play it to the degree that she does. But it's fun. And what's interesting is I started her on the zombies when she first seen it. The very first Call of Duty, she's like, oh, that's kind of dumb. And I remember telling her in the very first one, I'm like, you know what? This is a cool little side game. I can see this becoming a series. And people thought, yeah, you're crazy. I'm like, maybe I'm crazy, but I could see it becoming a thing. And it has. And now it's a complicated thing. So I don't know. And DayZ, that's a different game too. So just gotta enjoy the game. That's all. That's all there is to it. And let's see here. I think I got caught up with those comments so far. So yeah. What else, guys? Have you finished any projects you were lagging behind on? Anything you wanted to share? I know Clint was wanting to share some things, but he's just not going to connect on his cell phone. It just doesn't work that well. Just start losing too much data doing that. And Team Yankee, that's the other one too. I expanded my West Germans just a little bit by buying those little weasels. And we're looking at getting a game on that one too. That's another fun game. So because I have all this armor, it's better for me to kind of just stick with some of that. That's more fun. I have more options. Terrain wise, can always use more terrain. I like terrain. Terrain to me makes the battlefield the battlefield. Without it, it just isn't as exciting. You know what I mean? So it's all good. It is all good, ladies and gentlemen. I can't remember. Oh, the 3D printing and gaming. Okay, so Kaiser says Team Yankee is like Flames of War on speed. It's more lethal. Okay, so Team Yankee is a better system then, because Clint told me that it was close, but I haven't played Flames of War because I traded my Necrons for that, and I got a pretty good deal. I thought, oh, why not? Because I play World War II games. So I've been looking forward to doing that. I think Clint is back. You gonna try this again, Clint?
Connected.
You're connected, Clint.
Yeah, we're almost back home, so in a second it'll switch back to my internet, so then I won't have some internet issue. So I figured I'd jump in because you're talking about cool stuff, and I'm like, I can't get logged on to talk to you about it.
Well, that's okay. If you're going to be home in a minute, jump on if you want. I mean, and I'll let you, because right now all I can hear is
I'm pulling up now, so.
All right, I'll catch you in a couple minutes then.
Yeah. Well, that'll go away in a second.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got the air conditioning on and everything, so that's what you're catching. But it'll get better once I actually get by the house and the phone reconnects to the Wi-Fi. Get off the cellular.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what. Then let me know when you get home, and we'll put you back on.
I'm home now.
Okay. Otherwise, it's getting awful loud. So Let me know when you're ready, and I'll bring you back.
Yeah, go for it, Greg.
All right. Okay, so Kaiser. So if you penetrate, then the vehicle's destroyed. Okay. So, yeah, the bailing out part. So it's going to be interesting then to play. And I just wanted to get these guys pretty much done. So I don't know if you've seen them earlier, Kaiser. If you didn't, I can re-show them because I think they're coming out looking pretty good. Give me something to do real quick before Clint comes back on. So I don't try to do as much as I can, like with the bases there, and I got the shells painted up and fixed on these. These are all finally done now. So you can see all these are done. The cars are all, I've got them primer gray still, but I'm working on painting these guys on the sprue. So tonight, later on tonight after dinner, I'm going to finish getting these guys painted, get them off, get them on their little stands, and then they're done. Then I'm done because these guys are done. And these here, I've just got to paint the sling only because it annoys me. And then I'll glue them on so that something like, I'll have 3 of those. And I don't know about basing any of it yet, but this way at least I could just get out there and play. And one thing that irritated me is they didn't give me enough of the plugs. I don't know. Not enough plugs. So I'll have to do that, get some more plugs then. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It should be a fun thing. So I've got content I got created this week, which more than I usually can. So that'll set out as I go over the next few days. Ashley did a little video too, which I got to get that uploaded. It's just been kind of crazy hectic too. There we go. All right, Clint.
Now I'm based and I should have internet without too much of an issue. There we go. Other than I'm going to eat food, but still. or
Hold on
did
a
it lock
second.
up? Okay.
So there's an MG team with the gunner. Kaiser says supporting guy. That team doesn't fit on their brace. Okay, I'll look and see how they're pictured there.
No,
These guys, yeah, I got these other guys set up
I know what you're talking about. Huh?
according to what I've seen so far. And then what I don't understand though, Kaiser and Clint, is why did I get two sprues for machine gun crews? They look identical.
And
But
that could be packaging error.
do you think? So I have
Yeah.
a whole entire sprue that I don't need. They're exactly the
Um,
same. The other one, I primered gray first. This one I just left. It's a complete sprue of.
Battlefront is known for packaging things incorrectly.
Well, it's a set of 6 for the complete machine gun crew. So I'll have to look and make sure I set them on the bases then. Thank you for that tip, Kaiser. I appreciate it because I'm still going off the pictures on the box. You know, they show on the back. Firing over his shoulder.
Yeah.
I think I know which
No,
one
your
you're talking
is
about
right
there.
for sure.
Yep.
I really wish Battlefront would give you illustrations of what figures should go where. Here's some suggestions on how you can stage your miniatures type thing.
Well, yeah. Well, if I got an extra set of these guys on the sprue, that's cool. I mean,
Yeah.
what can I say? But I did find them a lot easier to paint on the sprue just because I'm trying to get them as detailed as I can.
Yeah.
Enough so that on the table with the plain base, at least they stand out. And to me, they look good, even better than it does on the camera there. But I still am going to have oddball troops that may have went with something else. I don't know.
Yep.
And I'm not quite sure on the rocket team with one thing. This rocket team, right? It's set on the picture with 4 guys, but there's 6 holes on the base that they give you for it. You can't use any of the other bases. It wouldn't have worked. And so I don't know if you put like a commander, because I have a couple commanders. I don't know if I make one of those an HQ unit, or because this is all a box set, so it should all.
One could technically be a sergeant or some sort of commander, but I don't know if they'd give you a miniature for it.
Well, I have. Oh, there they go. Kaiser says they do, Clint, on their website.
Oh, do they? They didn't used to.
Oh, yeah, and good afternoon, Fred. How are you doing, sir? Welcome to the Little Show. We're just having fun and hanging out. Feel free to ask whatever you would like about gaming, sir. Well, if they do, yeah, I do. I understand. Kaiser said they got multiple holes to move the figures about on the base. I understand that, but it's like I got them positioned the way the picture shows on the box, but I didn't get enough plugs. I mean, I can fill it. I mean, I've based stuff before, so it's not really a big deal to fill it. It would be nice to have the plug, though, because right now when I go to game, I'm not going to be able to have it based. It's just going to be pretty much what I showed you and go from there at this point. But the troops will be all painted, and then I can put the basing around them whenever. But yeah, I wish they would have sent me a couple more plugs because I'm exactly 2 plugs short. But I'll make do with that. That's okay. So, and they look pretty cool. The figures are a lot more detailed than either the metal ones seem to be. These 15 millimeter plastic ones seem to be better detailed.
With to plastic, I was very impressed with that. That made it so much better.
Well, they're lighter. It's not as heavy as metal miniatures, I guess. So it's a little different picking them up, but But then again, it was just much better on the detail. So now when I paint the detail, it actually is definable, whereas some of it would have just been blurred together and not necessarily have the same level of detail. You know what I mean? But I'm all good. It's all good, Clint. And then the weasels, those I got prime painted, ready to go. Except for I got to paint the little guy on the top. So they're 90% painted, but they're good enough I can play with them and get them out there on the table. So we just got to get together and do a game.
Yeah. Did you see that Keegan put in the Discord? He wants to do a small campaign with that stuff.
Yeah, he wants to do a World War III campaign, right?
I mean, there's some in the books anyway, but I think if we set up a smaller campaign, keeping the points spread a little more reasonable, we could go through, a different event each time we game and do an entire story arc by the time it's done.
Yeah, I don't see why we couldn't do that. It would make it more interesting too, because sometimes if things are too terribly long, then I notice people don't tend to have the time to watch them, or they can fast forward too, I guess. But
plus things feel kind of incomplete, just one game.
It's kind of interesting. That's what we were talking about before. You do one video and you don't think anything of it, and boom, it gets tons of views. You do another video you put all this work into, and boom, it doesn't get much.
Yeah.
So kind of depends on the people coming around to take a look at it too, and how much time they have.
And see, I had a really cool story scenario set for Team Yankee that I think we could do rather easily, but Keegan would actually be the secondary force because it's based around the West Germans and the Russians. So Keegan would be a supporting force. So I don't know how you feel about that, but
well, he just likes to play. So
yeah, but I think that's a cool start because the objective of that is for the West German forces to rescue the defecting scientist who is in the diner, the little diner that I have, and then there's a Soviet force moving in trying to capture him back. So it's kind of not so much a who blows up whose army as who gets to the diner first.
Yeah, the objectives.
So
yeah. See that I kind of like objective games. Like if I play video games, you'll see me playing domination because I like teamwork and I like objectives for the most part, or at least something to work for. I don't mind free for all, head on, do whatever as far as like on the tabletop. We could do that. That's fun too when we get together in game. And that's why, like I was talking about Kill Team earlier, Clint. That's why I kind of like Kill Team because you do have objectives, but it's turn based, so you're gonna either get it done or you're not. But it's end 4 turns or whatever the scenario says. So you're gonna get this done or you're not. There's no really wondering what's going to happen or how long it will take. So, and I'm all for gaming. If I had 4 hours to sit down and do a game, sure, I'd do it. Anymore though, trying to find 4 hours is crazy hard to do. But I am excited about that. So I myself have, through the course of the week, almost finished up this army. Got my other stuff that came in for the weasels done, and revived some of those older Space Marines you gave me with some paint and decals. So I've been on a roll, man. And we got the podcast done. I'm happy about that. The 3D printing stuff, you guys, is working out pretty cool. Whoops. So lots of stuff done. Lots. But gotta have the time to do it. So I've been lucky in the evening, just forcing time. And then Clint, if you could research and dig up for me some lottery winning numbers. I'm done working. I would like to to live the good life. Yeah. I want to be up there where Kaiser's at with Modeling for Advantage. He does a show from a jacuzzi live. He's got people bringing him brandy and steak. That's where I want to be.
I'm not sure if I want to see him from a jacuzzi.
Guys are, we
I mean,
love
he's
you,
a nice
man.
guy and everything, but
Yeah. I like his sense of humor, and he's got some good historical background stuff. I like
that helps
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
for sure.
And Taylor, we like you too, Taylor, Teabag and stuff. We like all you guys. We're glad you're around. And lately, it's been kind of fun having a few other channels show up that we're not used to.
Yeah.
The last couple times. So.
Hi.
Oh, Taylor says Kaiser's Bitcoin rich. That's where they're getting it. All their fancy stuff. They're mining Bitcoin.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
You know what, though, Clint? All joking aside.
Yeah.
Should have bought some of that when it was dirt
We
cheap.
should have. Yeah.
Yeah. And cash it out. Because
Yep.
eventually, I mean, it's like anything else. It's like the whatever. May not be worth anything tomorrow, but look at how much hobby stuff you could have got.
Yeah. True.
And, ladies and gentlemen, Clint here, because you guys know Dee's letting us use her 3D printer that she didn't have time to use. And so we've been printing the Elder Scrolls stuff, and actually works very well. We're just printing extra castle pieces to create a courtyard. So when we do fight, you got a courtyard, because online you can order all sorts of, old medieval, like the shops and stuff, so you can make a proper courtyard at a castle. That's what I'd like to do. But Clint here, he's bought himself, what'd you call it? It's a Saturn?
The Saturn, well, it's the Elegoo is the company. The Saturn is the model.
Yes, but it's a resin 3D printer that uses light to transform the resin into pieces. So, fancy pants. But some of the miniature models that came with it, Clint showed me, were, wow, phenomenally detailed. So, oops, there's your sandbags.
Yeah, this camera is really going to show you much, and this has the little car on it.
That's the old World War II.
Yeah, the 30s era, whatever. Then here's some more. This might be a little easier. Little sandbag walls. This is one I'm making into the corner piece.
Yeah, and so that helps to make your own terrain too, to be able to game with. I mean, it does add another level. I mean, you have more to do, but let's face it, we're hobbyist people, right? So we're always going to be painting. We're always going to have some project. That's what we do, right? So you do have a little bit more work to do, but then again, you can create your own stuff. And Teabag, you were worried about the copyright and all that other stuff. There's so many places you can buy an STL file where it's all proper. You don't have any problems. Then you just print the thing out yourself, and you own it.
Yeah.
It's your piece. You didn't do anything wrong. You did everything by the law. And now you have some cool terrain, but you're not paying, exorbitant amounts of money for the terrain. So it
some of
does
those files you're buying anyway. You are paying for the file.
Yes.
So, yeah, you just don't want to sell somebody else's without their permission. That's the biggest thing.
And Taylor, I think Taylor would have fun doing printing like that, because
Probably.
he likes the Pulp Alley. I went to the movie.
And there's a lot for that.
Gameplay, which gives him a lot of leeway.
Yeah.
So
there's a lot for that.
I think Taylor would enjoy that too. So
yep.
I don't know. It's
no more. No food. That's all.
Oh wow, Clint.
Somebody's begging for food.
The dog?
Yes.
Dogs have a tendency to do it.
Yep.
My dog, Jessie, right, Clint, when you come over?
Yeah.
She was all ninja style the other day. I thought I heard this noise in the kitchen, so I open my bedroom door, and I go out and I look, and there's the dog, both paws on the counter, slowly moving around, looking, grabs a spatula, takes it off, stealthy. She didn't make a noise. She walked out, around the kitchen, around the counter, and starts licking that spatula. And I was like, Jesse.
Good.
She jumped up and ran into the boys' old room. And I was like, boy, that was some stealth moves there, man. That dog made zero noise.
Yeah.
And I didn't know where she got the spatula. There wasn't really anything on it.
Something smelled good.
I'm interested in her. So yeah, sometimes you gotta tell them no. But it's been an interesting month, really. So a lot of accomplishments, which I'm really happy about, because
Wonder.
we had a lot of problems since that storm last year, Clint. You look at how much it's taken to recover, internet-wise, time-wise. They finally got the neighborhood cleaned up, but it's taken 9 months.
Still, I mean, according to the official city stuff, they've cleaned up all the trees, but looking around, I mean, there's still stumps everywhere.
There's piles too. Still,
yeah, it's not.
So yeah, catastrophic, and then all the storms in between, and the worst part is the internet getting spotty. You pay this good money, and some of it's not their fault because they're working with connections they patched, and they're trying to go back and unpatch them and fix them. But then you're sitting here trying to do something, and it gets to be annoying sometimes. So, like today, been a good day though for the internet. So, not bad there, not bad. So we'll have to see some more of your terrain when you get it done, Clint. Upload it to the group there. And
for sure. Yeah.
Discord and stuff. And let us know what you did.
You didn't even think about this. I'm going to try this real quick. There we go.
What you trying to do?
It might get a little noisy.
Oh, you're going to turn it on?
No, I forgot that I have a better computer with a camera in it.
That's right. You did purchase yourself a laptop, didn't you?
So I'm wondering.
Well, you just log off the phone and then log
Well, that's what I was going to see if I could get it to work on the laptop, and then I don't have to sit here on this tiny screen. Maybe, actually let me do what I want to do.
Are you sure you want to do something you want to do?
Yeah, like
I don't know. I don't know about that, Clint. I don't know if we can allow that.
Yeah, I know.
But if you think you can make it work on a computer better, I'm betting it would be better for you, because your phone's okay, but it's a narrow.
Yeah.
Little. Although when you're sitting there eating dinner, then it's okay.
Why are you trying to Google? Why?
Oh, because it's technology.
Yeah, I'm on YouTube trying to log on to YouTube, but it's like, I want your Google information. Why do you need my Google information? I'm not logging into Google.
Yep. Fun. So anyways, you guys.
Sense. Why is it?
Well, Clint's fumbling with that there. Technology's fighting him.
Yeah.
We're cheering for you, though, Clint. We're cheering for you. So hopefully you guys got some hobbying and stuff into to the degree that you wanted to.
Evie.
Uh-oh. Somebody's in trouble.
No, I think she knows the password because it's not using any of the passwords I have.
Uh-oh.
Evelyn.
So it may not be good that your daughter knows the password, but you don't.
She was the one that fixed it last time. So, Evie.
She's probably going to come up and say, you can just Venmo me $5. It'll unlock your computer for you, Dad. That's funny if she knows it.
Yeah, I tried most of the standard ones. It's not.
I don't know.
Well, I don't want to do a forgot your password on YouTube.
Well, when you get a
When it's
chance,
logged
then do
into
it.
other accounts.
That's the new laptop you got, right? The one
Yeah.
you got from the shop over there.
Yeah, this was a steal.
Clint found himself a deal at a computer repair shop. So, which is good. Hey, if you can save money, there's more money you can use for other things.
Oh, it's a much better computer for.
And there goes Clint's phone again.
Yeah, it'll be a minute.
All right.
I can't see the number. 26. It has sent authentication to the phone.
Make sure it's your phone.
Yeah.
Well, Clint, you give that a shot, and then you could fill him in a little bit too on your printer. So his printer is a resin printer, so it's a liquid resin, and really pretty nice. Like we started to talk about it a little bit there, but now you're sidetracked, Clint.
Yeah, just a second. I'm making headway.
Okay.
There's a password I've never used before. Suck on that.
Well, yeah, don't tell everybody your password.
What? What do you mean that's not a strong enough password?
Clint,
I've never used this password before. How can I be a password I haven't? Try a password you haven't used before. I've never used that password before.
that you know. Oh, well, hello, Minnie Wormut. You stopped in to say hi. I'm glad you stopped in to say hi, even if you can't stay. Thank you. We had a pretty interesting conversation until Clint sidetracked us with trying to log on, but it was going pretty good. So feel free to
I'm
check
such
it
a
out once we get it
board.
loaded up if you'd like.
Okay.
Hello, Evie.
No.
And Minnie Wormut, he's got some pretty good content too.
Yep.
So, yep. Good guy. Yeah, Minnie Wormut, you might be proud of me. Maybe.
Just a second.
I got a
Let me
whole
get
bunch
on
of
here.
figures painted up. 15 millimeter figures, by the way. Oh, something just popped up here. You finished. You just finished Ghouls of Blackstone Fortress.
Wow, nice.
All right. And I am assuming you enjoyed that then, correct, sir? Well, that's one thing. I don't know. I wish I had just more time to do some of this stuff.
Right.
Clint, we're going to
What?
lose people. We're going to lose people. They're going to fall asleep.
Well, if I can get the link to work here, because the chat is now in a different place.
Oh, is it? Well, you probably have to log out of it off the phone.
No. No, the phone at this point, phone shouldn't have anything to do with it.
But I see you on the phone.
Of course, you see me on the phone. Hold on. Go ahead and knock me out, Greg.
Clint,
Just
we're on
kick me
video.
out for a second, and I'll
Oh.
jump back in.
All right. There we go. So Clint's going to try and do what he's got to do to get back on the stream there. So he's trying to switch from his cell phone to the laptop because it might be a little bit better. And it looks like he's coming back, but it looks blank.
Blank because I
Blank.
don't know about the camera yet.
So now,
Ah, there we go. Hey, when you open the little security door, the camera works great.
Yeah, that little slot that slides back and forth. Yep. Hello, Evie. How are
Okay, hold
you?
on. We got to close that so I don't get the feedback from YouTube. Wow. That's
Wow.
much better.
What a difference.
Yeah.
Now we can
No
see
kidding.
Yeah, big difference.
So this is, now I've got the web stuff set up. So that'll be, stop drinking my drink.
It's good.
I don't care. I can't. Can I see? Oh, sweet. I can even see the chat now.
Now you can see the chat there.
Yeah, I can see everybody in the chat at least. So that's cool. All right. Good news.
Brendan, can I still this one?
Yes, you can finish that drink if you want.
Yay.
I don't care about that at this point.
I'm gonna be in here with you.
Hi, Mini Wormut. Sorry. I was being distracted.
I'm gonna go get a chair. I'm here.
Okay, you go get a
All
chair.
right. Yeah, well, you can see Clint has a little bit of distraction going on half the time, so that's okay, though. Well, there you go, Clint. Now you know your laptop that you got from the computer shop works. Now you got a deal on it. And we're not going to know what to do seeing you full frame. What are you doing?
Oh, I'm moving I want the external keyboard, so I just moved the USB mouse.
Oh. Okay.
That way, the keyboard, instead of using a laptop keyboard, I've got the regular keyboard. I just had to move the dongle from the laptop to the USB.
All I can hear is, oh,
No, I don't know. It shouldn't have made any noise, but whatever, I guess. I mean, everything's working now, and I have this keyboard, so.
I'm here.
And a child.
Everybody, if you didn't know, this is Clint's daughter, Evie.
Yep. Woo, full screen.
Wow.
Full
Can't even
screen.
see half of the screen.
Yeah. No, it made the screen bigger, but I can still see the chat, so that's cool.
Yeah.
No, don't touch anything, Evie. Just leave it alone. It's working. Let's not mess with it.
Yeah, it's working. So, back to the terrain we were talking about there, Clint.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of train, now.
You might be able
hold
to
on.
see it a little better now.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So there's the car with the barricade, the barrels and the sandbags. And the car is actually, I can print this with the car completely attached, or I can print the car loose. The car, other than being a little narrow, still pretty.
Hold on a second there.
Sure.
Have a good night, Mini Wormut. Thank you for stopping by. We appreciate it, man.
But yeah, I mean, now I should be able to see the detail on the barrels. You noticed, Greg, the gaps in the sandbags? See if I can turn it so you can see it.
Yeah, you can actually see the
There's
definition of the
actually the
sandbags.
gaps in the sandbags. Yeah.
And the ridges
So-
on the barrels, too. That
Yep.
looks pretty good.
Yeah. A little
Yeah,
bit of
that looks
warp
really
without
good.
something on it, but stop. It's just going to take some getting used to. I know you've seen this, but like here's the test piece that you can print. It's a rook for chess, but it's got a stairwell in it, and
But the
it's
detail
really
on it is
detailed.
really-
So
What impresses me about that piece is the stairwells inside, and it's
yeah,
stairs on both sides of the stairwell.
it's
So
it's it's wrapped around with a helix inside it. So it is pretty awesome.
These people are cool.
Yes, Evie, those are Russian troops for Team Yankee. So let's just talk and not play with everything in front of the camera, please.
Okay.
So, yeah. I think do more of this terrain. So we've got some good usable Team Yankee / Flames of War terrain. And then we can start working on some of our stuff, especially once I get more in depth with the design.
Well, the more you figure it out, the more you know, the more you
Yeah.
can do. So you just got the printer. That's all you can do is see what's going on.
It's real easy once you start figuring it out. It's just figuring it out is the tricky part.
Yeah, figuring it out is that's with anything, though, Clint. Once you get something figured out, then you can go ahead and take it.
Yeah.
from there.
Get a little creative and whatnot.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know you guys were talking about Kill Team earlier. I keep missing all the Kill Team conversation. It's like, awesome. I want to be on the Kill Team conversation.
Well, the Kill Team conversation was mostly just me saying me and Ashley played. She
Sure.
does win several games we played because the Dakari can move.
Yeah.
And since a lot of it's victory points and you run these scenarios, you hold objectives.
Yeah.
I can't outrun her. She can move 13 inches on a move.
Yeah, that does make it
And
difficult.
then she can roll and move. Yeah, so I can't move. So what happens is when you're starting the objective ones, she just simply gets the objective first before I can. Then when the round ends, she ends up with 1 to 2 forward points. Then you can't recover after the second round. You're like, I can't make it up.
Yeah, you're gonna have to tweak your Space Marines a bit. You're gonna need more long range because I know those Drukhari can't take a hit. I mean, you got to hit them, but once you do, they
have one move.
Yeah, they'll go down pretty fast. So, and not saying you should break out your sniper, but
yeah, I get a couple of hits on there. So that's the thing is, they're fast, but they're not very strong. They're
squishy.
Yeah.
But now I wonder with the new rules how that's going to affect that, though. I wonder if that's going to change things a little bit.
I don't know. It'll be interesting. I mean, everybody's waiting for the new Kill Team.
I mean, I'm excited about the new rules for sure. Also excited about the new terrain, but that's just because I like orc terrain.
It'll be an interesting set to have out. So we'll have to just see. I don't exactly know what the price is. That's the thing that bothers me. Unless they release something in the last day or so.
I thought they were saying about 150, 160 for the box set, but that I think is speculation still.
That's about what the regular one Kill Team came out, 2 years ago or whatever?
Yeah, roughly. So
it was like 149, and then it sold out. And people were selling it ridiculously high on eBay.
Yeah.
And then they redid Rogue Trader, and that was 149, I think.
Yep.
So I'm betting now it'll be a little more. I'm betting it's about $20 more.
Could be, yeah. So that one. Well, what was the Indominus box? What was that?
Oof. The Indominus box with tax here was 207.
Okay. Probably not going to be that high.
It shouldn't be that high because it would not have nowhere near. I mean, the Indominus box came with
came with a lot.
And the book.
Let's see if there's anything that says.
The book was done very, very well. The book itself would be worth a lot. So I guess we'll have to see on that one. But I am not quite sure. And if you guys happen to know, let us know. But I just haven't heard anything in the last day or two. But
yeah. Yeah, they're estimating 160, according to this.
They raised it $10 basically.
Yeah. So this seems like a pretty stable source. So I'd say 160 is probably pretty accurate.
That wouldn't surprise me. I'd say there shouldn't be higher.
It
shouldn't be $200. I don't think anybody would buy it. Okay, so modeling for advantage, our Kaiser says 125 in the UK.
Euro, yeah, so that's probably about right.
About right, because that's worth more than the dollar. So that's all. I think in the States here, that's got to be about it then. I don't know. When does it come out for you guys?
That's what I'm looking right now to see if we've got an estimated release date.
Well, sometimes they get things faster than we do.
Yeah, well, I mean, that helps when you're right there.
Yeah, you're right there. That's true.
Yeah, this doesn't say on a release date.
The pre-order. Do you mean when you say pre-order next week, you can pick up your pre-orders next week if you can.
Yeah,
awesome,
because
I've pre-ordered.
say I've already got mine on pre-order, have for a couple weeks. Oh, for crying out loud! My fingers are too big to do anything.
Oh, you're okay, Clint. I mean, people call at the wrong time, so that happens to me. I just keep the phone off.
Well, I was trying to look and I was trying to move a screen out of the way and it started the stupid video that was tied to whatever was on the screen. I couldn't even tell you what it was because it was so small I couldn't see it. But of course it launched it.
Well, of course.
Because, why wouldn't it? All right.
Well, yeah, so I'd have to check with our local hobby store and see.
Yeah.
When it's coming in, because me and Clint are both on the list there.
Yep.
But a lot depends too, is how many copies
Yeah.
the store gets.
The store was struggling to get copies.
And I know that when we asked Rich, which is the owner of the store there, he said we were number 16.
Yeah.
And we asked him the day we heard. I mean, literally, it had just been all these people started requesting it like 2 hours before.
Oh, there's a Steel Legion box set for Kill Team.
There is?
Yeah, according to GW's site. Well, that's a plus.
Well, there you go, Clint. You've been wanting to play them.
Yeah, I'd like to get back to playing Steel Legion. I don't see there being a new slew of miniatures for them because they're going to focus on, the Death Korps of Krieg, but...
Well, that one should get a codex too, shouldn't it?
Well, it'll be under the Imperial Guard Codex, so it'll be incorporated in. I'm sure they'll list it, but it's not going to be specific.
I didn't know if they had their own or not. I'm not too terribly familiar with them, although I did watch some of the lore videos on them, so it's interesting.
I'll consider playing them. When they were first out, they were heavy in cavalry, and I just didn't care about having horse-mounted figures. It wasn't that appealing to me. Now, it's a little different now, which is good.
Well, we'll have to see with Kill Team. I don't know if it's going to be any cavalry in that there, Clint.
Well, not on Kill Team, no, but because the Imperial Guard is going to focus on either the Cadians, because they always do, or probably the Death Korps of Krieg. That's what you're going to have primarily. I really doubt that either faction is going to have its own codex. I think it's just going to be all lumped under the Imperial Guard Codex, and that's that.
Huh. Have to find out.
Yeah.
Well, we will all see soon enough, shortly.
Well, we will. It's very true. But
as soon as somebody gets a box, somebody will do a video, and it'll be that's the only problem, is it's kind of a race to get it up there, but I guess it's also interesting to see what's in the box too. So
jeez.
Well,
we kind of already know what's in the box. They've already said that, and it's definitely cool. But
it's just cool to open a box. Like, I knew what was in the Indominus box, but nothing like taking the lid up and going through it yourself.
Kill Team Octarius release date confirmed. Okay, what is the release date? Don't tell me it's confirmed, then not tell me the new release date. That's just kind of silly.
I'm not going to tell you what it is.
The one thing is a video. I don't want to launch the video. Well, actually, I guess I could just turn the sound off.
You don't want to watch the video?
It's only a 6-minute video. I don't want it to override what we're doing sound-wise.
No, it'll override it. Well, we'll have to.
No, because I'm doing it on the phone. It won't touch what we're doing right here. I'll just turn the captioning on.
Yeah, there you go.
Pre-order date confirmed.
It's the pre-order date.
That's what it says. Pre-order date confirmed. Well, yeah, pre-orders, we pre-order it. I mean, it is what it is. We've technically already pre-ordered it, so. God, that terrain looks cool.
Well, you'll have
Good orky terrain.
That's what I'm saying. It should be a good thing. Should be fun. Oh Lord.
Yeah. Well, what a day, I tell you.
It's been a good day.
Other than work, yes, it's been a good day.
Well, work aside, forget work. Sometimes I like my job, and you know what it is? It's people. People are just
It's the people, yeah, and it's
rude and mean, and like
sometimes it's your coworkers too, but not always.
Yeah. I don't know. It is what it is these days.
Yeah, I mean, the weekends suck because we're supporting 2 newspapers. That makes it worse.
Yeah.
And we're supporting one newspaper with almost no training or no support. So basically, all you can tell them is, sorry, I don't know. I work weekends, but
our job's fun, you guys.
Our job is, I've had worse jobs.
Me and you, though, have fun in the chat because we have a group chat, and we just throw things out there randomly, and sometimes people get it, sometimes they don't.
Yeah, sometimes they don't. Sometimes they're not supposed to get it. It's just fun for us.
Yeah, it's
like
just gaming
horse
references,
racing.
and they're like, "You guys do this or that with gaming?" Yep, it is a game.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
See, you can't grow up, you guys, because growing up is a trap.
Oh God, no. God, no.
No growing up. Gotta enjoy things.
I think your outlook on life is a little better if you keep a childish type attitude to a degree. I mean, you can't go all childish, but really,
you gotta have fun, and you can't be. I mean, things get difficult and things get negative, and everybody gets down. But you gotta try to. I don't know. I try to have a positive attitude as much as I can, and that's the one thing I like about gaming and the gaming community for the most part is. People are just they're nice, they're willing to help, and, it's kind of just cool people to hang with. You know what I mean? It's enjoyable because sometimes non-gamers that we deal with are a handful, to say the least.
Yeah.
Although I have to tell you, I used to do construction for a long time. In this job here that me and Clint have, I've been called names. I had to get a book and look it up and go, what did you call me?
Not as funny as U.S. Sailor.
Web and find out what it is, and you're like,
yeah, that doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, somebody said this, so it's
No, I still can't. I still can't top being called a honky because I wouldn't give out someone's private information. I'm like, who uses that word anymore? Seriously, like what? Are you trying to be insulting, or are you just making me laugh? Because that's just downright funny.
I like those interesting kind of calls. I don't know. It's an interesting job. But back to what we're doing here. It is heading towards 5:30. No, this is not a job. I wish it was.
That'd be awesome if it was. Yeah.
If I had this as a job, I would have. Well, I'd probably.
Oh man, we would be.
Too much fun. Yeah.
I think people would be tired of us. Or like, you guys are crazy.
We are a bit crazy.
No idea.
We are a little bit different than but that's okay because everything's a balance. So we fit in the gaming community. We fit in there. We're fine. We're good.
Well, customer service jobs really make you a good games master. It is really a practice of social interaction skills.
Yeah.
It's not as entertaining on the customer service side, but really, it is. You very much learn to interact with people. Now, you can't tell them to roll, and if they fail the roll, it's like, oh, too bad. Critical failure, no paper for you today. Oh, maybe I should roll a D20 when we're doing job. Oh, what, your paper didn't come? Click. Oh, sorry. No, critical failure. You're not getting one. But you have a nice day.
It's like I told one of our coworkers, "Goodbye, Greg. We'll see you tomorrow." I said, "It depends on how I roll." She asked me, she goes, Are you seriously going to roll dice to come to work?" I said, "I do every morning. But I think these dice Clint gave me
Yeah, you roll terribly.
Yeah. So she's all,
I think you need some loaded dice, Greg.
yeah. Well, it is what it is. You know. Get up, go to work, do your thing, have fun. I'm going to, after dinner, sit down, finish up this sprue. I'm going to remember what Kaiser said about the one guy going over the other guy's shoulder. I think I found the one.
That's cool.
Because we have one guy sitting, and then the guy with the heavy MG.
Yeah.
He shoots over him.
Yeah.
So I'll make sure
there's nothing like putting a heavy machine gun over your shoulder and having them fire it.
Well, maybe I should place him behind because he's holding a bandolier, so I'll figure it out.
I mean, they did, though. The Germans did. They had them put the machine guns on their shoulder for stabilization. But, yeah you don't hear anything after that. Earplugs or no, you still don't hear anything. That's just loud.
Except I don't think in that type of situation you worry about.
Well, true.
But anywho, I'm going to have to get going so I can get some dinner done here. It is 5:30, so I got to figure out what I'm going to do for dinner. I'm glad you guys stopped by. So thank you. Check out Mulling for Advantage. We'll be on with them Tuesday, Clint.
I'm going to try to make that for sure.
All right. And I'll let Keegan know too.
Oh, yeah, good idea.
Any last, I hate to say it that way. Any last words, Clint?
No. We've done a lot today. We were very productive today with the gaming stuff, which is great. I'm glad. Plus, we had a lot of fun playing around. So
it was a good day to be an adult. Put it that way.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, you guys.
All right.
I'll let you go.
Bye, everyone.
You guys have a good night. Thank you for showing up. We appreciate it, and we'll see you the next time.